Hey guys, let's take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin and do a live market chart analysis. So obviously we are looking at a chart of Bitcoin right now, along with two indicators, the stochastic RSI and the Bollinger Bands. This is not financial advice, although full disclosure, I do own Bitcoin, along with some other altcoins. What's your favorite altcoin? Let me know down below. Smash the like button, subscribe for more. Let's take a look. So here, the stochastic RSI I've chosen because it's one of my favorite indicators of all time. It is the easiest indicator to read. You'll notice if it's at the bottom, you buy. If it's at the top, you sell. Well, I ain't selling Bitcoin, and I don't think anyone else should, so I don't even care if it's at the top. All I care about is good points of entry for accumulation. So let's look at this bottom. Every time that the stochastic crosses into the oversold territory, was it historically a good time to buy? Because right now it's in the oversold territory. So let's look at history. So it's kind of hard to read the chart way back here. So let's start right around here. So right around here, we have the first time that touches oversold territory. Was this a good point to buy? Yeah, of course it was. What about right here? Was this a good time to buy? Yeah, it was. What about right here? Sure, even better. What about right here? Let's see, not too bad. But right here, when it went a little bit lower, is even better, way better. What about right here? Yeah, look at that, right at the bottom of the dip. Look at this one, predicted the bottom perfectly. Right here, again, great. If you would have bought this right here, you would have freaking bought the bottom of the dip. What about right here? Could have been better, but definitely not bad. It's really literally sitting right around like 38, 40,000. If you would have bought it right here, it'd been excellent. Just had to hold it for a little bit. What about right here? Wow, that would have been a good spot. Wish I would have bought more there, don't you? What about here? It touches it. Yep, good spot. Here, also great entry. Right here, yep, you would have grabbed that bottom. Right here, yeah, pretty good spot for the time being. It did come down a little bit lower, but the bottom line is you're buying these dips. What about right here? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think this is a perfect buy opportunity? Is this the lowest price you will ever see Bitcoin again? A lot of people think it's going to cross 100 grand this year. Huge people think it's going to cross 100 grand. Is it? I don't know. No one can tell the future. I sure hope so, though, because that would be awesome to see a six-figure Bitcoin. So let's see what we got going on. Now, if you own Bitcoin and you own altcoins, what percentage of your portfolio is Bitcoin versus your altcoins? Do you help control the market? Because I tell you what, if you own some little crap shitcoin, you aren't controlling the market. The only thing controlling the market is Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin does, the others follow. So if you want any sort of control, you need some Bitcoin. Either way, I'm in the position where I think you should be accumulating it, because if I'm not selling it, I'm doing my part to make sure it doesn't go down. And I'm also gaining, obviously. But let's see. Let's look at this other indicator I have here, the Bollinger Bands. I like the Bollinger Bands. I don't even know why I really like them. I just like the way they look, and they have this really cool feature where it puts it in a river. I read this book a long time ago, and it talked about the stock market and how the stocks travel in river channels. You know, they bounce off the edges, they follow the channel of the river. That's the Bollinger Bands. And you'll notice that the price of Bitcoin stays within this river channel. It doesn't really go outside of it. Whenever it does go outside of it, it has a correction. So for example, right here, it did cross right outside the river channel, just barely. It barely crosses out. And it corrected and it came down. And then over here, it crossed out a little bit right here, and it corrected, it came down. Crossed out, corrected, came down. Crossed out the bottom here, and it crossed out a couple more times before it finally corrected and came up. Crossed out, corrected. Crossed down, corrected. Crossed up, corrected. Now it's crossed down. Is this the best time to buy? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what your favorite altcoin is. Everyone knows I love Bitcoin, but I love them all. And I want to know more about everything. So give me something to research. Give me something to analyze. Let me know down below. Like, subscribe. Let's keep this bull run going.